afternoon, everyone. Kalla here. Welcome to my live stream. Glad you could make it today. So, today we are finally back with Phoenix Wright's Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. Boy, the last stream of this was a while ago. Do I remember what was going on? A little bit. We're effectively rerunning a trial that was absolutely messed up by the defendant being represented by someone pretending to be us. I'm not sure how that was allowed to happen. I'm not sure I trust that judge's eyes. Can anyone just rock up and say that they're Phoenix Wright? But anyway, we got through our first day of the trial and now we have more investigation to do. Hello, Dreg. How are you doing? Alright. January 7th, 12:52 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Was it really 7 weeks? How was it 7? I guess I got... Yeah, I guess I was pretty busy, wasn't I? Chat doesn't... You're right, chat doesn't seem to be fine. Let's try and fix that. Hey, there we go. Chat is here, hooray! Also, so is Nick. Hi, Nick. 24th of August. Yeah, because I was away the weekend before I went on holiday as well. That'll be why it's that long. I'm not doing too badly. I managed to get the shinies I wanted out of Pokemon Go Community Day. Plus an extra for a friend who's working today. So I'm doing pretty well. So, January 7th, 12:52 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. So, how do you think the trial went this morning? How do you think it went? It got a bit crazy in there. I just wonder if that killed our chances. You don't have any shinies today yet? Oh no! Yeah, weirdly I managed to get 3 in the first like 10 minutes and then it took me another 35 minutes to get one for my friend. I don't know what is up with my luck today. Yeah, I guess it did get out of hand. Mr. Kudo's testimony did nothing to help us. Plus, now we don't even know the identity of the waitress who laced the coffee. All we know is what old Mr. Kudo saw, the apron straps and the ribbon. Which is like nothing. And that the victim was wearing an earpiece when his eardrum was ruptured. Talk about a terrifying case of contradiction-itis. Time to play doctor and find ourselves a cure then, Yeah! We gotta find one for Maggie or she's gonna have a terminal case of guilty! Okay, what are we doing? Well, I'm officially at a loss as to where to start. Yeah, me too. Let's try some brainstorming. You go first. I guess we should try to put Mr. Kudo's testimony to some sort of use? Yeah, that's true. And we need to figure out the identity of the waitress and who the victim really was. Somehow, I think the key to this case has got to be at Tribulations. Well then, let's go back there and check it out again! Oh, and we should drop in on Maggie and see how she's doing too. Yep, any other ideas? So, anything on your mind? Actually, there is something. I was wondering about Zinni Up. You know, like, what he's like and stuff. Oh, yeah, I almost forgot about that guy. I beat you so hard I'll feel like yous were smooching the express train. Phoenix Wright. You saying you're Phoenix Wright? 'Cause I'm Phoenix Wright, the one and only. Actually, I've learned a little something about my doppelganger. Huh? You did? What did you find out? Oh, yeah, Maya was working at the restaurant when I ran into Don Foniane. Let's just say he was such a terrible version of me that I wanted to sue for defamation. What's that guy's story anyway? What does he have to gain by impersonating me? Well, let's start by going to talk to Maggie. January 7th, Detention Center Visitors Room. I guess Maggie's still in questioning. But we've got questions to ask her too! Maggie! Maggie! Keep it down, Maya! This isn't a playground, you know. Alright, we can't go talk to Maggie. Alright, let's go to Tribulations then. January 7th, Tribulations. Empty as usual. Yeah, and it's lunchtime too. Who's this? Doesn't sound like the chef. That's it. Come on, come on, come on. Hey, that sounds like... Oh, Gumshoe. Alright. That's right. Come on, come on, come on. There we go, something like that. Now just call an 8, pal. Come on, I know you can. He's getting really worked up about something. No, that's the wrong number. That's not my Gumshoe voice at all. That's the wrong number. Yeah, that's not quite it either. We'll get back there eventually. Yeah. Looks like an 8 would only have netted me $5 anyway. What a rip-off. What's the problem, Detective Gumshoe? Huh? Oh, it's you. I was just... Is he watching TV for one of those gambling things? Isn't he doing the lottery? Because wasn't that what the guy was doing, listening to the radio when he got killed? I was just listening to the radio, pal. To the radio. Hey, Hey, Detective Gumshoe's having lunch here. He is, and he's having the twin tea set. Can Gumshoe afford that? What can I say? This is a nightmare. How am I supposed to look Maggie in the eye now, pal? If he wins the lottery. Yeah, if anyone could really do with winning the lottery, it's Gumshoe. You really drove her into a corner, you know. You always blow apart my testimony. Why, of all days, didn't you do it today? Sorry, there just weren't any holes in it. For once. Yeah, what happened? Usually your testimonies are like Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese? Would you have preferred crumbly like aged Parmesan? Anyway, this case has already been ruled on. There shouldn't be any holes left to find. So, did Maggie say anything to you? About me, I mean. Well, how did she put it again? I can't believe Detective Gumshoe. I hate him, sir, I mean it. I don't ever want to see him again. Something like that. Oh no! We made Gumshoe cry. Oh no. Please, Detective Gumshoe, I didn't mean... Why? Why is this happening? He's banging his head against the wall, Nick. Oh man. Poor Gumshoe. Yeah, poor Gumshoe. So, did you like the twin tea set? I've never paid that much money for lunch before. I was so nervous, my hands were shaking. So, how did it taste? Well, for 20 bucks, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, really. It was delicate. Delicate? You mean you liked it? It didn't taste bad to you? What's the matter with him? Looks like he's thinking. That's it! I've been trying to think of the right word to describe the taste. And I just realised it's bad. That's it, it tasted bad. It's just kind of hard to admit to yourself when you paid 20 bucks for it, you know? Yeah, that's a mood. That is, in fact, a mood. Maybe he should have found out about the price after he had finished eating. No, that would be worse. That would be worse, Phoenix. Hey, Nick? Maybe that's why Glen Elk came here. Maybe he heard about the super fierce twin teeth set. If by fierce you mean fearsome. Speaking of Glen Elk, reminds me. We still hardly know anything about the guy. Why don't we ask Detective Gumshoe what he knows, seeing as he's here? Yeah. But first... So, what were you all excited about earlier? Huh? That's right, you said you were listening to the radio or something? Oh, that was nothing. I wasn't excited. Come on, Detective Gumshoe. You can tell little old me. What were you listening to? Nothing, really. It was just the, daily exercise show. That's a lie. What the? A psych clock? This lunch special's lobster sure is great. Then why are there tears in your eyes? Alright. Let's Magatama Gumshoe. Take that! Alright, Detective Gumshoe, tell me the truth. What were you listening to? No way, pal! Now that you've made a big thing of it, I'm not gonna tell you. We'll see about that, pal. Considering all the noise you were making while you were listening, it's pretty clear what kind of radio program it was. I'd say it was related to... was it the sports paper? Was that where the thing was? No. I forget, did we have... Lottery ticket, there it is. Take that! I'm right, aren't I? You were listening to the lottery results, weren't you? You thought you'd try to win big, just like Glenn Elg did. It's like you can see right through me! Huh? I've cracked him already? See, pal? That's why I said it were nothing. I'm usually pretty lucky, so I figured I'd give it a try. Is lucky a word that you guys would use to describe Gumshoe? Because it's not a word that I would have used. What was the point in the locks? Token resistance. Token resistance, that's what it was. What's with everyone in the lottery? So, how did it go? I won 50 cents. It'd be better to win nothing at all than half a lousy buck. I was so mad. Yeah, I know the feeling. I bought the same kind of ticket as Mr. Elg, see? Well, I got this special radio show where they announce the winning numbers. They even do the drawings live on the air. It's intense, pal. I bet that's what Mr. Elg was listening to on the day he was killed. Yeah, what time is it? It's just after 1:30. And are the lottery results always broadcast at the same time? Yeah. Look, I got this flyer when I bought the ticket. Millionaire Radio. Experience the most thrilling 10 minutes of your life every Monday at 1:30 p.m. Millionaire Radio? That sounds cool. I just want to check. Yep. Time of death, it does appear to be consistent with the lottery. Cool. to try it, Nick? Then buy a ticket, Maya, with your own money. Yeah, I guess they just do one draw a week, drag. Which, I mean, I guess they do the lottery more often than that these days, but I think they used to only do it once a week. The National Lottery here, that is. Pretty sure it used to just be Saturdays when I was younger. It's Tuesdays and Saturdays now. I think it was not Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Saturdays. Tuesdays is Euro Millions. I'm off track. What are we doing? We were going to ask him about Glen Elk, which, since that isn't an option on talk, means we need to present the profile. This guy was a real programming genius. I called him the walk-in computer at the place where he worked. What happens when he crashes, though? Does he just stop moving all of a sudden? He wasn't literally a computer, Maya. Anyway, there's nothing between Maggie and the victim. Yeah, that's what we found out yesterday, too. Hey, Detective Gumshoe! Don't you have any information that's a bit more fun? Fun? Oh, I know. So, have you paid a visit to where Mr. Elg worked yet? You might as well. His workplace? Where's that? A computer firm called Blue Screens Inc. or something like that. Blue Screens Inc., huh? Sounds like a real stable company. This could be fun, Nick. Let's go. Computers aren't really my thing, Maya. We'll be fine. I know all about that high-tech stuff. I wonder about that. Yeah, Maya, where did you learn about the high-tech stuff, given where you grew up? It's just around the corner from this joint. You should take a look. Well, that makes sense that the guy came here for lunch then, right? Computer firm called Blue Screens Inc. Huh? Is there anything for me to examine in here? It's a rack full of fashion magazines, and they're all in French. Why don't you try wearing something a bit more chic sometime, huh, Maya? Did you learn it in the previous case when we went to Miss Oldbeg's security office? I mean, I was gonna say that wasn't all that high-tech, but I mean, compared to everything else, yeah, it kind of was, wasn't it? Yeah, I'd look stunning in some of those Parisian frocks, huh? This table's set nicely, it just needs a customer. Hey, Nick! Do you think old CD was talking about a vase like this today in court? Yeah, it does look like it's ready to fall over at any second. It's kind of fragile, too. A relatively wide base compared to the rest of it. But yeah, you probably could if you'd knocked it at the top. I bet if Mr. Armstrong charged $100,000, no. I bet if Mr. Armstrong charged $10,000 for every vase a customer broke, he'd be able to pay off his loan really quickly. If you hit people with that kind of bill, Maya, they'll hit you back. I assume literally. This must be the table where the murder occurred. guess so, with all this police tape around it. And that stain must be from the poisoned coffee. Don't go licking the tablecloth, okay, Maya? Why would I lick it? I'm not a cat, you know. Then why can I picture you doing just that? Wow, it's a beautiful winter wonderland out there. Really? Cool! I love snow! Let me see! Huh? It's not white. It's not even snowing. Gotcha. I was just kidding, Maya. No. There are some lies that are okay to tell and lies that definitely aren't. All I did was tell an itty-bitty white lie about non-existent white snow. I mean, technically I didn't even say it was snowing. I just said it was winter. This restaurant has partitions that separate the tables. When you're seated at a table, you can only see the tables to your left or no, to your right or left. Wow, you really can't see the table in front or behind you at all. It's the perfect setup for slipping poison into your enemy's coffee. The restaurant's front entrance. The sign hanging on the door written in French. It probably says open or closed. Must be one or the other, but I don't know which is which since I dunno jack about French. That pun hurt! That pun hurt! Could say entrance or exit too. Did you think of that? And it definitely says closed on this side. I can read that much French. Look at all the little trinkets tucked away in here. I bet Mr. Armstrong collected all of these personally. Let's see, a bouquet of flowers, some potpourri, and look! Fine bone china cups! I never knew you were so cultured. Come on, Maya, this is common knowledge. Any Joe Schmo knows this much. Look, it's one of those magical boxes that spits out money. Says the girl who says she knows everything about high-tech stuff. You know, you're the only person who would ever describe a cash register in that way. Alright, there isn't anything new to find out around here, I guess? You want a box that spits out money. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be pretty good, wouldn't it? Alright, let's go visit the victim's place of work. What's with the horse racing calendar? January 7th, Blue Screens Inc. Wow, this place is so high-tech. You can almost smell the electricity in the air. It is a computer firm, Maya. They can't work without electricity, you know. Who are you? Oh, lady. Oh. Who are you? There we go, something like that. Oh, hello? I'm sorry. Access is restricted to authorized personnel only. This is a computer programming laboratory. There are far too many trade secrets that could be leaked. Wow! What secrets? Every Everything you see here is classified. No information can leave this building. Understood. Who is this woman? She's like a robot from some kind of whacked educational show. My name is Lisa Basil. I'm the company director. Director? She's human? She seems more like a ghost in a shell. Yeah, right? It kind of seems like Glenn Elg took his work outside of the building. That thing over her eye, isn't that the same device as Glenn Elg's? That's a DMH, right? Nice try, but it's the other way around, Maya. It's a HMD. All of my programmers here at Blue Screens Inc. are supplied with HMDs. Then, do you write programs too? No, I just enjoy wearing this. They are pretty cool. I wouldn't mind one. So, what exactly is this firm's business? I will try to simplify it so that you can understand. We analyze the data management systems required by certain branches of industry, and then deliver optimum operating systems and source-level components to them. Wow, that is a lot of words to say effectively that you do work for clients and absolutely no more information than that. Why does she light up like a runway? Yeah, she does, doesn't she? Huh? You lost me on the corner of analyze and management. It doesn't matter, they analyze stuff. You got that much, right? The software we produce is distributed on CDs. CDs? Yes, compact disc, digital optical storage media. Didn't the victim have a CD? Yeah, I don't think I trust Maya about knowing about high-tech stuff either. Of course, CDs are used for software as well as music. It is a small firm, but all of my employees are first-class programmers. But ask one of them what they are doing. Excuse me, what are you working on right now? I'm researching the impact of time. Blah blah blah. It's a little too fast. Response time and performance are variables. Memory overheads vitally important. Well, you get the idea. This is the sort of thing we are involved in. Did you good people follow all of that? Yeah. Your blank smile just said otherwise, Maya. You know about what happened, right, Miss Basil? You mean about Glenn being poisoned? Yes, I know. It's terrible. She says, looking with a face like this. Can you tell us anything that might be helpful? I don't think so. A police officer was here earlier too. But I couldn't tell him anything either because the waitress who committed the crime has nothing to do with Blue Screens Inc. Oh. How about Mr. Elg's desk? Have you cleared it out already? No, not yet. It's this one, right in front of you. Oh, the one with the horse racing calendar. Which, along with his lottery tickets, tells us something about the man. He's into gambling. If there's anything that might be useful to you, you are welcome to take it. I guess there might be a clue here somewhere. Well, she said that we can take things, so... Oh, look at this desk, Nick! What a mess! Looks pretty average to me? But you can't get any work done with everything all over the place like this. You think? Real whiz kids can work under any condition, you know? She's trying to hint that I should tidy my desk more. I'll clean up my desk when Maya stops asking silly questions. No hurry then. Hey, this calendar. What about it? Is it another hint about... If this is another hint about tidying, you can forget it. Someone's marked December 3rd in red pen. December 3rd? That's the day Mr. Elg was murdered. Is there anything else? Yeah, it says, meet with the tiger. Wasn't there a tiger on fake Phoenix's jacket? The tiger? Glenn's calendar added to the court record. On December 3rd, the day of the incident, there is a note saying, meet with the tiger. Wow, look at this mess! Looks like they're all betting tickets. Fake Phoenix could just be the tiger altogether. Yeah, that was my thought. Maybe he's known as the tiger because he wears tiger stuff. What kind of betting tickets? Well, I'm assuming horse racing. For betting on which horse will win a given race, they're horse racing tickets. Oh, wow! His drawers are stuffed full of these. Looks like they're all losing tickets, though. Well, yeah, they wouldn't be here if they were winners, would they? They'd have been turned in for monies. Glen Elg's losing horse racing tickets gathered up. Horse racing betting tickets, found in Glen Elg's desk. There's over 500 of them. How much is he betting each time, and how many months of tickets is this? How bad is this man's gambling? This many tickets would get you, what? $1 down at the recycling center? But I didn't know you were so hard up that you tried to profit from the debt, Nick. I'm just taking them as evidence, Maya. Hey, look, Nick! It's a supercomputer! It looks like it's really smart and wise, doesn't it? Computers are only as smart as the humans who use them, Maya. And that explains why we don't use the computer in our office. you work there too, Maya. Yeah, but at least I'm... Please, don't argue about something that's so trivial. Otherwise, the computer will laugh at you. She said she'd laugh at us, Nick. Assuming 1 ticket a week, it's about 9.6 years worth. I'm assuming that there is more than 1 ticket per week there, Drag. Yeah, I guess the guy's making enough money to support his... I think we're gonna call it a gambling addiction. He's probably doing it for the thrill, given that he's got the money for it. He probably doesn't got the money for stuff because he's betting on the horses all the time. She's a human, Maya, not a computer. He's really pounding that keyboard, isn't he? Wow, I bet that's where the pro in programmer comes from, huh? I guess I shouldn't be resting on my laurels. Gotta expand my skill set and all that. Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe I could become old CD's apprentice. What about your spirit medium training? Those pillars almost look like they're moving. They're kind of unsettling. Yeah, they just look a bit twisted or warped or whatever word I'm looking for. This office was designed with a futuristic feel in mind. Futuristic? Yes. We tried to imagine what things might look like in the future when we designed it. Which is why it looks like a spaceship. It helps to soothe and calm the soul. It does what? I'm gonna disagree on soothing and calming. It's a windowless box. It seems to be extremely brightly lit. On second thought, I agree with you, Nick. This place is really unsettling. You'd rather be outside in the cold than in that room? Yeah. It reminds me a little bit of the computer lab at the uni I went to. I did as much of my work as possible in the dorms rather than in there because it was a bright white box with no windows, and I could not deal with it. I have questions, lady. Like, do you know what this could be? Would you mind taking a look at this? I'm sorry, that data is super admin restricted desktop access password protected. Super admin restricted desktop access password protected? What? This is madness. Spada? Does Spada mean anything? Spada apparently does mean something. No, Maya, that is Spada. She won't tell us unless we say the right code word. A code word? Sesame. No, yeah, you need to put open in front of that, Maya, but also that's not going to work. If it's not Sesame, then it must be her mother's maiden name. That's how it always is. There's no point in having a password if it's always the same thing, Maya. I guess she just doesn't want to talk about this. Maybe we should focus on asking about Glen Elk. What do you say? Alright, fine. Let's ask about Glen Elk. About Mr. Elk. He was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius. But he did suffer from 1 or 2 bugs in his personality. Oh? Like what? He was a bit of a loser. Perhaps that would be the best way to describe it. That's what got him into trouble. What's the matter? He was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius. Except he was really no trouble at all. A model employee. Hey, wait a minute. Just now you said something about him being in trouble? Got to find out what this trouble was exactly. I'm going with a massive amount of debt from his gambling addiction. And on a related note, please inform me about his gambling addiction. Nope. Apparently that is also Spada. Nope. Wait, we haven't unlocked... Oh, we did unlock something. About Mr. Elk. Was he in some kind of trouble? I'm sorry, why would you think that? I thought you said something about it just now? You said he got himself into trouble because he was a bit of a loser. Cyclox? I guess Mr. Helg is like every other man with his own pile of secrets. Alright.
Take that!
Keep the brownish cycloc effect on the room, it looks so much better. So, how about you tell me what kind of trouble Mr. Elg was in? I'm sorry, sir, but we don't deal with troubleshooting here. Really? Perhaps you'd like to speak to someone in customer service. What's she talking about? I guess I'd better just take a shot and see where it gets me. Miss Basil, let me ask you something. Did Mr. Elk's troubles have something to do with the massive pile of losing horse racing tickets?
Take that!
What is that? A bunch of horse racing tickets. All losing ones. With that many tickets, you could get $1 at the recycling centre. You good people are very, very bad. Cashing in on others' misfortunes is immoral. Is that a whiff of hypocrisy I smell? But what is the relevance of these tickets? The victim, Mr. Glenn Elg. He had a gambling habit, didn't he? I don't think that's a logical conclusion based on the facts. Really? I think it's the logical conclusion based on the facts, lady. Everyone likes to go to the races from time to time. Yeah, but this pile is not time to time. Yeah, but not everyone buys this many tickets. Not everyone has that many losses either. Anyway, I don't believe that proves anything on its own. You're right, but I'm not through yet. Mr. Elk's gambling wasn't restricted to horse races, was it?
Take that!
The lottery, horse racing. He bought a lot of tickets and lost a lot of times. That's got to have hurt his wallet pretty bad, don't you think? Maybe bad enough to be the cause of some pretty serious trouble, perhaps. No! You are right. Glenn did have a gambling habit. You good people must not follow his example. Do you understand? Trust me, even if I wanted to, I don't exactly have the money to buy any. But if you win, there's no problem, is there? That's a slippery slope. And Glenn had a winning ticket, didn't he? For $500,000? Yeah, but... It's hard to imagine how he could have been in trouble then, isn't it? It's true that Mr. Elk won $500,000 in the end. But that was his first stroke of good luck. He was in deep trouble before that. Deep trouble? What do you mean? Mr. Elk's real problem was with someone or something more terrifying and ferocious. Is it gonna be... whatever this is? MC Bomber? Is that going to be it? Or are we going with the tiger for this? We're probably going with the tiger for this, right? Mr. Elg met with someone on the day he was killed. He even made a note on this calendar about the meeting. Meet with the tiger. What is the relevance of that? Are you trying to suggest that Glenn was meeting him to discuss his debt? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But I've never heard anything about this tiger before. Maybe he's not even human. Maybe he really is a tiger. I'm no programmer, but does she really expect me to buy such messed up logic? In that case, I think it's time to introduce you to the tiger. We don't have a thing for this! Why don't we have a thing for this? Okay, what do we have? Sports paper, the magazine clipping, possibly. The scooter ridden by the phony. Loan contract, $500,000 to tender lender. Testimony, the autopsy report. No plans, the crime photo. Maybe because we don't know the name, yeah. Introduce you to the tiger. Okay, I need to check something. Let's see what the guide says. Yeah, I don't think without the profile of the person this isn't gonna work. So I can't actually do that. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and gather some more clues before I try again. Maybe Gumshoe's got an idea about the things I just picked up. Hey Gumshoe, what do you know about the tiger? What do you think about this, Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, pal. Can't discuss anything connected to the case. Hey, I thought you said you were going to help us out. Can't help you out if I don't have any info. Yeah, I suppose the retrial has only just begun. No, okay. He doesn't have any ideas. Okay. In that case, is there anything new to see at Vitamin Square? Scooter's still here. January 7th, Vitamin Square. I don't see any sign of Mr. Kudo, do you? Maybe he went to buy another ton of bird seeds. I was kind of hoping he wouldn't be here anyway, at least not for now. I haven't made any more seeds today, and I'm liable to turn into a real phoenix. Hey, check this out! I wouldn't get too close to that if I were you, otherwise you might be in for a shock. My phony must be lurking someplace nearby. Just imagine a tiger loose in the city. Meanwhile, the real Phoenix is like an abandoned chick, lost in a vast urban jungle. Huh? Don't worry, someday you'll grow up and become a ferocious tiger too. Don't lose hope. Why is she trying to pep talk me into becoming my phony? I used to love sandboxes like you would not believe. Really? You? Sure, finding iron filings in the sand with a magnet was my favourite thing to do. Iron filings? Wow, that's too exciting for words. It was my ambition to collect every single shred of iron in the sandbox. I was such a kid back then. So, did you manage to get all of the iron? No, I never did. I think I came close though. Come to think of it, I still have all the iron filings I found way back then. You want them? No. This place is so fruity. That's not a bad thing. Besides, I love apples. They're among my favourites. And that apple slide is perfect for you. And what is so perfect about it? Oh, come on. Don't be a stick in the mud. Slide down it a few times. Go on. Woo! No way. I'd get covered in sand if I slid down that slide. Anyone can see that. Yeah, you're right. Otherwise, I'd give it a try too. Hey, look! Pigeons! Yeah, and heaps of them too. Did you know that pigeons are a symbol of peace? That's a dove, not a pigeon. I mean, pigeons are doves, but... Poor things. So they can't be symbols of peace and harmony just because they're grey? Is that it? You're overthinking this one by just a smidge, Maya. Looking at this orange reminds me... of what? That you're supposed to eat a lot of them to ward off colds in the winter. You can't have fun during the holidays if you're sick in bed, you know. Speaking of fun, if we get Maggie acquitted, maybe we can all get together sometime. Okay, but what do we play with someone who's never even won a game of tic-tac-toe? How about we change the rules a bit then? We could play Old Maid and, we could say the person who's left with the Old Maid in the end is the winner. How's that? Not bad at all. We could even rename the game to Fair Maiden. Why do I feel like Maggie would still lose? The detention center. Criminal Affairs Department? January 7th. Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. Looks like Gumshoe's not here. Never mind that. What's going on? Feels different in here somehow. You think? Yeah, everyone seems to be on edge. What are you doing? Call in the officers for the briefing quick! Can't you shut down the station's server? Chief, quit playing on the internet! But my email pen pal, Elite Asian Princess. I assume is what it says that? Save it for later. I'm turning it off now. No! Teenager princess! Everyone's keeping busy in here, huh? Keeping busy? More like panicking, if you ask me. Something's going on. Something big. This must be the chief of the detectives here. He looks lost now the power to his computer has been cut. Sounds like the princess might be the cause behind this, right? Oh well, I guess I'll just have to write her a real letter instead of an email. Alternatively, you could write up some reports. Just a suggestion. Dear Elite Asian Princess, how are you? I'm okay. How was the show last night? Wow, what an awesome job! Maybe I should send in my resume and become chief. Yeah, maybe. Hey, that's the police mascot, isn't it? So cute! That's the blue badger. It was my idea. I made it. Now it's the national symbol of the police. So what's with the pink one? It's new, right? She's not it, Nick. She's a she. Right, Chief? Yep. Meet the pink badger. So one's called Blue and the other's called Pink, but they're both called Badger? You got it. They're married. Mr. and Mrs. Badger seem to be cuffed together, Chief. You got it. That's marriage for you. Whoa, a mascot that's deeper than the deepest of deep oceans. These are the detectives' desks. There are computers and files on each one. Honey, they're a lot tidier than I expected. I guess the detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desks. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Even pickpockets can have their pockets picked. That's a keeper. Better to go with something that doesn't sound too much like a slogan. He must be coming up with slogans for a crime prevention campaign. But I'm not sure even he knows what kind of crime he's trying to protect. Well. Anything going on in the detention center? No. Hey, Gumshoe? What's happening at the police station? Nope. Okay. Oh, the kitchen. We haven't been in the kitchen yet. January 7th. Tribulations kitchen. Huh? Mr. Armstrong's talking to someone. I'll be back next month. Oui, naturellement, I will be waiting for you. If you haven't got it by then, I'm afraid it might get a little hot around here. No, I will have everything ready, I promise. I love fire, you know. I love the way it crackles. No, stop it, I beg you. Then don't let me down. I'll be watching you. No, this is not necessary. You can trust me, mademoiselle. Talk to anyone, and I'll drive a knife right through your heart. Oh no, you do not have to worry. You know, you worry far too much. Maybe this will help you relax. It is la oil of sandalwood. I do love raw meat from time to time. I'll be taking my leave. Goodbye for now. Mr. Armstrong, why are you being threatened by a creepy dog? Oh, I have the shivers. I must rub some of my oil all over my body before I become the nervous wreck. There, oh, oui, that feels good. Ooh la la, excusez-moi, monsieur. My eyes. My eyes. Your eyes. If you have trouble with your eyes, you need this, la oil of sandalwood. Isn't this just the leftovers of what you were just using? You don't exactly have many customers, do you, Mr. Armstrong? No, you are right, monsieur. But perhaps that is the perfect time for you to visit me, no? That way I can give you my undivided attention and cook for you la dish supreme. Putting on a brave face, huh? That's what girls do, Nick. But you are right, business is very difficult these days. Perhaps the name is the problem. People do not understand it, they think it is Trey. I just wanted people to think that my restaurant was exclusive. But they think you just serve fast food on cheap plastic trays? Hello, Carl Raven. Yep, back to our not very good French chef. Nick, that's the kind of thing that can make a girl cry. Have you forgotten that Mr. Armstrong is a man, Maya? But this restaurant is my life. It is everything to me. I will defend it to la finale. No one will take it from me. Including the lady who just threatened to set it on fire. So, who was that woman you were just talking to? Oh la la, you saw that? Well, yes. Sorry. So, who was she? She looked so polite and graceful. Polite? Graceful? And she likes raw meat and fires, right? I'll be back next month. Oh oui, naturellement, I will be waiting for you. If you haven't got it by then, I'm afraid it might get a little hot around here. No, I will have everything ready, I promise. Why are we having a flashback to what literally just happened? Now that I think about it... Hey, Maya? I think it's pretty clear what kind of conversation they were having. You think so? Well, then let's show him that piece of evidence and see what happens. They were talking about the loan, right? Loan. Welcome back, Nick. It's terrible French accent time. So long as that paper exists, I am but a delicate angel with broken wings. An angel, huh? Doesn't bode well when you think about it. Oui, they kept harassing me months after month. In the end, I had to give in. I agreed to help them. Help them with what? Help them with what? Mais bien sûr, if I did not owe them the money, I would have refused. But my hands were tied. Please, what did you agree to help them with? No, I cannot say. An assassination, I'm guessing. If I tell you that woman, she will slice me up and eat me with la salad garnish. Ew, I hope he doesn't mean he'll literally be sliced up and served with garnish. I'm going to guess that woman has something to do with your loan contract, am I right? Yeah. Please, Mr. Armstrong, tell us about that woman. The woman who was here earlier, I take it that she's, Why has it come to this? What a tragedy. Suddenly I find myself so deep in la debt. It is a sign of the bad, bad world we live in, huh? No, I'd say it's more of a sign of la bad, bad culinary skills. The woman who was here, the scary woman, she is from the loan office. Loan office? Is that where you borrowed $500,000 from? Oh oui, tender lender it is called. Catchy name. Just hearing it makes me want to borrow some money. Please, you must not borrow from them. If you must, no more than $10. $10? Sounds like your whole monthly stipend, Maya. Hey, I got a bit more than that, thank you very much. So, tender lender is the loan office you borrowed $500,000 from, then. I wonder if they've got anything to do with this case. I think so. I am a weak woman. When I am upset, I have to buy something nice to cheer me up. Thanks to him loaning me the money, I have to pay back $500,000 now. I am like a slave. I have to do everything that he tells me. Who's this he? La tiger. The tiger? Oui, he is the manager of the tender lender. A terrifying man, the big city mobster. When he shouts at me, my knees are trembling and his voice is ringing in my ears for 3 days. As soon as I hear the noise of that battered old scooter he rides, I start to cry. A big city mobster who rides a battered old scooter. Does this guy resemble me by any chance? Oh, no, no, no! This man has presence! A most formidable personality. Although, oui, he does have la spiky hair, just like you. So see, this guy can tell us apart. I think our judge needs an eye test. Oui, there is a resemblance there, I suppose. Sounds like this loan office is worth checking out after all. If you want to visit the tender lender, it is just beyond Vitamin Square. Hey, Nick? If you need money, I can loan you some. As long as it's less than $3. Thanks for the offer? Just beyond Vitamin Square, huh? Alright, let's go then. Oh. Well, I'm gonna head back to the precinct now. We got a big meeting starting in a bit. About Maggie's case, you mean? No, that's pretty much wrapped up now. There's another big case going down at the moment, so she's been pushed aside. Okay, well, I'll see you later then. Bye. You better get going, detective, or you'll be late. Actually, I, kind of got a favour to ask. It's a big one. Well, I hope it's not paying for your lunch, Gumshoe. A favour? Yeah, it's for, Maggie, actually. I was kind of hoping you'd give this to her for me. Oh, we're going to take lunch to her. That's a ridiculous amount of hot dogs, Gumshoe. What is it? It's a lunchbox. I got up early so I could make it. I've been real worried about her. She looked like she'd lost a lot of weight. Detective Gumshoe? How many weenies are in here? There's not a person on Earth who could down this much meat. You think? I love weenies. Can't get enough of their tender juiciness. So will you give it to her? It took me ages to make, so please say you will, pal. Gumshoe? It took you ages? $15 or $16. Ah, but you're assuming that there's only one layer. Yeah, this is like... Gumshoe, even if you didn't have a rice cooker, this is like about 10 minutes with 2 pans of water. One pan for your hot dogs, one pan for your rice. I can't exactly say no, can I? Gumshoe's lunchbox given to Maya to carry. I'm not sure it should have been given to Maya, but sure. A tenderly handmade lunchbox fills the stomach with love and plenty of weenies. Maybe I'll eat it myself if I get hungry. Exactly why we shouldn't have given it to Maya. Don't forget, okay? I'm counting on you to give that to Maggie. He's finally gone. And that means that we can move on to Tender Lender. There's some interesting outfits. Wait a second. Is that a fake attorney badge? January 7th, Tender Lender. This place gives off a really strange vibe, doesn't it? Looks like the tiger isn't in his lair. And that is, as they say, a very good thing. Welcome. Who had a creepy voice? Makes your soul want to shrivel up and die. You're here to discuss a loan? No, not exactly. The manager is away at the moment. Wait quietly, please. She's gone, just like that. I guess we'll just have to come back another time. But this is the perfect opportunity, Nick. This place reeks of suspicion. Come on, Nick. Let's take a look around, okay? Do you think it'd be okay? Of course! No one will ever know. Coffee? Yeah! I'll leave it here for you to enjoy. Quietly. Yes! Thank you! Do not touch the desk, please. What's the box on the floor? It kind of looked like an upside-down takeout container. Nick, let's get out of here. Now she wants to get out of here? I want to look around. Actually, no, it looks like an ashtray. An upside-down ashtray. Oh no, someone's dropped the ashtray on the floor. It's going to be a nightmare to clean up. Yeah, it's all over the rug and everything. I accidentally knocked over a really big space heater once. Cleaning up was such a pain. It was one of those super antiques where you have to burn a ton of charcoal. How did she manage to knock one of those over? Are they supposed to be super heavy? Oh, hey! There's a book of matches here too. Matches, huh? Places don't give those out much nowadays. Hey, wait a second. What is it? Look what's printed on its cover. It says Tribulations. Tribulations matches added to the court record. Matches used for advertising. Found lying in tender lender. These matches could come in handy. Might be able to use them. What, as evidence or as, Yeah, the pilot light for the office boiler keeps going out. Swing and a miss, Maya, swing and a miss. Hey, look at this Parisian style coat. It's so chic. Parisian style, huh? Yeah, I was literally about to say that. Me and Phoenix. Same brain. Looks more like a pimp coat to me. Guess I haven't got an eye for fashion. Hey, look at this! His suit is the same colour as the one you wear, Nick. Same colour as my suit. Keep your voice down, Maya! Nick, you've got to take a look at this. Some cake? Yeah! I'll just leave it here for you. Yeah, sure. Thanks. Just wait here quietly. Otherwise... Sure. Did you hear that, Nick? Wait quietly, she said. Yeah, sure. I have my eye on you. Only so I can take care of you. Understand? I'm scared, Nick. So, what were you getting so excited about before? Look, on the lapel of this suit. No! 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 Mr. Judge, I'm taking you to Specsavers. That's an attorney's badge. Is the tiger a lawyer? No way, look at this thing, it's made of paper. Paper badge added to the court record. Then the tender lender, made of cardboard and painted to look authentic. For some reason, your badge suddenly looks really cheap to me, Nick. Why doesn't anyone recognize the obviously fake badge when they see one? Win through compromise. I wonder what that's supposed to mean. Must mean something if they took the trouble to frame it like that. Yeah, well, it still doesn't make any sense to me. That. Yeah! That's tender lender's guiding principle. Uh-oh. Compromise the customer to win. Oh, different compromise. Oh, I see. How about you, Nick? Yeah, well, as long as we don't have to compromise my hair, I'd say we're okay. That's one slogan no business owner should ever explain to their customers. It has both eyes filled in. Let's see. This round doll thing is called a Dharma, I think. I figured I'd read a book or two and be more cultured in case you're wondering. You mean you aren't making stuff up for a change? I bet you also didn't know that no matter what, he'll always right himself. Come on, Nick, give him a good shove. Only if I feel like dying. Now, this yellow thing, this is a Japanese chess piece. I think it's a king? Not that I'm an expert or anything, I'm more of a reversey person, you know. I'm assuming she knows what she's talking about. These aren't exactly your typical mobster wannabe items. They're not trophies, are they? Hey! There's a piece of paper sticking out from under here. What is it? A repair bill? Looks like he did some repair work on his car. Does he even have one? $15,000 to replace a bumper and a light. That's insane. The car's registered to the Cadavernis. Huh? So it's not even the tiger's car? Oh, is it the car he crashed into on his scooter? Why would someone else's repair bill be in the tiger's office? Repair bill added to the court record. A car repair bill for $15,000. Paid by Tigra to the Cadaverini family. Who are probably mafia. What's this? It's a punching bag. What? No way! You wouldn't catch me walking around with a bag like that. What do you mean walking around? The design's gross to start with and it's way too heavy to be practical. And why is it called a punching bag? Don't people know messenger bags are in? I knew it. I was right before back at Tribune. Paris fashion is more my thing. I really hope she's pulling my chain on this one. It's one impressive desk on one impressive rug. It's solid gold, Nick! Gold! Just look at that shine! Only real gold shines like that! Why would you make a desk out of gold? Isn't it a bit soft for that? Would you really want such a shiny desk, though? I don't know, but let's see what it's like to sit at a solid gold desk. Wow, I'm completely dazzled! That's because it's completely dazzling. I can see up my nose in the reflection. This has got to be really distracting. So, the desk isn't practical. No surprise there. Wait, that's a CD player. And a CD case. It's a CD player on the desk, but the desk is so loud it's a wonder you can hear it. The lid's open. I wonder what kind of music the tiger's into. Have you finished the coffee? Yes, thanks. It was lovely. So, you drank it all. If you touch anything else that doesn't belong to you, there's always another cup. So, she's the one that poisoned the coffee, right? That coffee, it was laced with something, I'm almost sure of it. Nick, my stomach is killing me. Oh, wait. Maybe it was just the burger I ate for breakfast. I sure hope so. We better take a look at that CD while we're still alive and have the chance. What the? What? It's not the Rocco soundtrack, is it? Claw of the Tiger? It's the Claw of the Tiger. It's a demo CD. The artist's name has been handwritten on the disc in pen. MC Bomber. I don't think that's a music CD. Given that the guy who wrote the words MC Bomber was not in fact a musician and was a programmer, I think this is a code CD, a software CD. What? This must be the CD Maggie told us about. Let's listen to it. I bet it's heavy metal. No way. That woman will make us drink more coffee if we do. MC Bomber, added to the court record. Found at Tenderlender, a sample disc with the name written in marker. That wasn't enough A's, but hey. Coming up from under the desk, Maya. What are you two snooping around my office for? Nothing, we were just... Ah, my precious carpet! You got ashes on my rug! You're gonna wish your ugly feet never came through my door! It wasn't us, it was already like that... You just want to argue with me? Is that what you're doing? You think you can take me on? I'm gonna flatten you two into pancakes and turn you into my new rugs. Oh. Don Tiga, you're back. That voice is like evil sleeping into your head through your ears. I'm sorry, Don Tigra. I knocked over that ashtray earlier and... She got a death wish or what? Right. Huh? Forget about it, Violetta. It's nothing. So, is he terrified of her? Or in love with her? Or both? What? I ain't gonna get mad at you. You're too cute, you hear? That's so unfair. Here, have some cookies. I just baked them. And you'll need some strong espresso while you're discussing your loan. Ah, Phoenix Wright. Yes? He's either crazy or just plain stupid to chase after me. I worked so hard, but now he's gotta come and mess up my plan. So it was him. He's my phony. But I don't care. No one gets in my way. What? I mean, excuse me? You should have left a little girl at home, right? I have a few things like... No questions. This is the last time we meet. Wait, but please. That was pretty weak, Nick. You waited until he was out of earshot before you shouted after him. Like you're one to talk, I didn't hear you scream, hold it either. The espresso. Yeah! And cookies. This woman is definitely not good for my heart. Now, what was it the tiger called her? Violetta? So, I'm kind of curious about your company, Tender Lender. With the warm and friendly atmosphere you'd expect from a family-sized business. A conscientious rate of interest and an attractive repayment policy. Why do I get the feeling this sentence is not going to end well? We will tenderly lend you that little bit extra here at Tender Lender. Hey, Nick. Things are a bit tight for Writing Co at the moment, aren't they? I mean, there's that $500 you owe me from our card game for starters. Why don't you take out a loan? Would I like to take out a loan from a place like this? Not so much. Tender Lender is on your side. He. So, let's say I'm late with my repayment. What happens then? We'd give you more coffee. Strong coffee. Right, I think I'd rather skip town. Hey, just remember I can make strong coffee too, Nick. Strong tea as well. So, do you know about the incident we're investigating? What incident? Well, a man was poisoned in a restaurant just near here. That incident. Yeah, the man who was poisoned with coffee. By probably this lady. Let me see. I was here that day with the manager. The manager being the tiger? Furio Tigra. Furio? Tigra? So that's where the tiger thing comes from. Zamiop's got a real name, Nick! Hurry up and find out more about him! Sure. Can I ask you about the tiger? I mean, Mr. Tigra? Cookie? Sure? How do you like my cookies? I baked them myself. Hee hee hee. You know what, Nick? The honor is all yours. No, ladies first, Maya. Hee hee hee. No matter how I look at this, I just don't get it. What are the tiger and this scary girl doing working together? We are lovers. Okay. Yep, that answers that. It's not exactly coming across in your tone of voice. And I owe Don Tigra my life. He's the one who saved me. The tiger saved you. Please, address him properly as Don Tigra. Otherwise, I'll have to... Okay. Don Tigra. Of course, I'm sorry. You saved her life? I'd sure like to know how that happened. I'm very frail, you see. Just recently, I died once. You died? About 4 months ago. The doctors said to abandon all hope. I guess they were expecting her to take a boat ride across the River Styx. But Don Tigra, he saved me. He gave up everything. Everything? When I found out what he had done for me, I was happy. No offense, but I'm finding that a little hard to believe. I decided I'd pay him back with my life by serving him coffee and espresso. I still wonder about what's in her coffee. So is that why you've got that bandage around your head? He. This? So what's the story with the bandage? They put it on after the operation. Operation? It's just a little injury. A little fatal injury. He. A fatal injury? Maya just suffered one herself by the sounds of it. So that's the injury you were talking about when you said you died once? Is this from the crash between the scooter and the car? Cyclops. She really creeps me out, Nick. Same here, but we've got to find out the truth. Alright, where are we gonna get with this then? The head bandage. You said that bandage around your head was from an operation? You also said you suffered a fatal injury to the head, correct? Yes. The operation was very difficult, apparently. Now, by fatal injury, you mean you were hurt very badly somehow, right? Did the injury in question have something to do with this? Nope, not that. Not the scooter. Well? Donuts? Huh? I baked them myself. Homemade donuts. Have one. What's inside? Jam. And... sorry, but I didn't quite catch that. Thanks, but no thanks. I think I'll pass. I guess that was a flop. What happened to this woman for her to have such a huge bandage around her head? There must be some piece of evidence that'll prompt her to tell me what happened. Oh, apparently I got a achievement for being offered very suspicious donuts. The injury in question has something to do with the car repair bill? Okay, this one. I have here a car repair bill. From this, it seems pretty obvious that this car was involved in an accident. Let me see that. This bill is made out to the Cadaverinis? Yes, it is. I don't think I ever introduced myself. Oh, she's got a surname. Tell me, what do the Cadaverinis have to do with me? Something tells me she's not about to say hi and introduce herself. Alright then. Your relationship with the Cadaverinis is very strong, and this is why. Oh, we do not have something for that. We don't have something for that. Abort, abort, abort. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and gather some more clues before I try again. Unless it was on her profile. No. Alright. Ooh. January 7th, Vitamin Square. There he is! Old Seedy's back feeding the pigeons again. There! Take this! And this! Get out of my park! Like I thought, he's really mad. Come on, Maya, just keep your head down and let's sneak away while we still can. What? Why? Hello, old man. What are you doing, Maya? Huh? Hey, he just turned his back on us. I'm not surprised. I bet I really hurt his pride in court this morning. Hey, Mr. Kudo! Pigeon! Look, we really need to talk to you, alright? Out with the demons! In with the good fortune! Shelf bunters! Painful! I always knew you were a demon, Maya. I'm sorry about what happened in court earlier today. Yeah, everyone will be talking about me behind me back now. A dirty old man who was so busy looking at the servant girl's backside that he can't remember her face. A filthy, depraved animal. Not at all. You're listening to me, boy. I don't care what you say. I saw that waitress put it in. She put some white powder into the young lad's Javashino. We hear you. And another thing. The young layabout was wearing an earpiece. On the same side as the lens of his broken spectacles. We're really sorry. So I made a little mistake with the vase. So what? I know what I saw. I tell you. Okay, take it easy, please, Mr. Kudo. Don't tell me to take it easy, you spiky-haired brat. Take this. You said you were a craftsman, right? Yeah. The modern world casts an honest craftsman like me aside in droves. Surely it's not like that. I come from a long line of craftsmen. Right back to the time of the shoguns. You hear me? I didn't become an embroiderer. I was born one. Actually, I'm kind of in the same situation myself. I wanted to stick my fingers up that dribbling old judge's nose and scream right down his ear hole, "Objection!" Oh, so did you want to become a lawyer when you were young? I don't think that's quite it, Maya. I think he's in a bad mood, that's all. I've got a tsunami of frustration inside and it's ready to burst out. If we let him start rambling now, we might never shut him up. What should I do? I don't know, let's let him keep going. I guess I'd better let him talk. So, there's not much call for craftsmen these days, then. Of course not, you idiot! All I'm good for nowadays is running errands. Everyone takes advantage of the elderly. Buy some bread, Gramps. Take the dog for a walk, Grandad. Feed the pigeons, old man. What am I, some kind of 2-bit community handyman? Well... Buy some bread, now that I can understand. What's the point of feeding some seedy pigeons? Why don't people say what they mean? Get lost, that's what they're trying to say. Ah yes, I'm just an inconvenience, you see. At home, at that restaurant, just get in the way, don't I? I'm sure you don't. Wait a minute. What did he just say? At home and at that restaurant. Hold up. By restaurants, are you talking about Tribulations? Did you get asked to run an errand there too? Yes, I did. The very day that young brat was poisoned. What? So on the day of the incident, what were you asked to do? Glad you asked, boy, because I'll tell you what I was asked to do. All of a sudden, that young lad slumped over the table. The servant girl collapsed. And I broke that vase. It all happened so fast I was in a bit of a daze, you see. Then the owner shouted over to me. Excusez-moi, you, call la police. Call them yourself, I should have said back, but I didn't think of it at the time. So, did you end up calling the police? Like I said, I was in a bit of a daze. Did you call them on your cell phone? Yeah, but I looked like I'd have one of those newfangled thingamajigs. I went out looking for a payphone, of course. You went looking for one? Couldn't find one right away, you know. Wandered around for 5 minutes or so. 5 minutes? Ah, 5 minutes of unaccounted time. So for 5 minutes after the incident happened... Yes, sirree, the owner was at Tribulations on his own. Why didn't you mention this in court this morning? Well, I would have if you'd given me the chance. But you bullied me out of the courtroom. Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You've certainly earned your kudos for today. Wait a minute. That's the case, there's more. I've got more to say. Oh yes, I remember something else. Bailiff escorted the witness out of the courtroom. It's not my fault. You're the ones to blame. You could have at least told us before we got to court. Is it really that important that Mr. Kudo was the one who called the police? Yes, it is. What's important is the unaccounted time before the police arrived. The victim was dead, and Maggie was unconscious. Which leaves that that man, alone in the restaurant. Mr. Kudo might have been chased out of the place on purpose. What do you mean? Maybe a certain someone didn't want him in the restaurant. Oh, sure! You go ahead and say I was in the way as usual. Suppose I should have been getting myself covered in pigeon poop instead, We need to get more details about what exactly happened. From Maggie and from Mr. Armstrong. Whew. Yeah, I guess we need to go see Maggie next after I take a break to get some more water. I will be right back. I'm back. Let's go see Maggie. We have a lunch to bring to her and information to get. January 7th, Detention Center Visitors Room. Oh, Mr. Wright! Hello, Maggie. So, they finished questioning you? Wasn't it just unbelievable in court today, sir? I'm going to stay up all night and blog about everything that happened. You're blogging about your own case? Weren't you scared? It was pretty touch and go in there. Yeah, but you totally nailed that old man. Well, he was all over the place with his testimony. He's not the only one. Huh? What do you mean? Everyone else's testimonies don't match up either. Not with what I remember of the incident anyway. Is it possible she's the one misremembering things? Maggie, you know you said that everyone else provided testimony that doesn't match up with what you remember? Yep, there are just so many things that don't seem to add up. The biggest contradiction is the other guy I saw at the victim's table. He was the one who slipped something into the victim's coffee. I'm sure it was him. But didn't Mr. Kudo testify earlier today that it was the waitress who put some white powder into the coffee cup? So you really think it was this disappearing man that did it? Well, he's not the only thing that disappeared. The CD vanished as well. And we found that. We found that where a suspicious man hangs out. You know, the CD with the writing on it. Oh yeah, the MC Screwdriver album, right? It was MC Bawa Maya. That name was scrawled on the sports paper as well. They never did find that CD at the crime scene, sir. Or the victim's medication. That's gone missing too. Ouch, my head. This is getting way too complicated for me. You said you passed out when the victim Glenelg collapsed, right? Yes, it's so embarrassing. I mean, I used to be a cop. When I came to, the restaurant was buzzing with police. And before I knew what was going on, they arrested me, sir. So, between the time the victim collapsed and the time the police arrived on the scene, you have no idea what went on at Tribulations. Nope, no idea at all. Why? Is it important, Mr. Wright? The other witness, the old man from the park, was pretty much chased out of the picture. Chased out of the picture? What do you mean? Old Seedy wasn't inside the restaurant because he was told to go call the police. Exactly, and you, Maggie, were unconscious. That means Mr. Armstrong was alone in the restaurant for a brief period of time. No! You don't think Mr. Armstrong set me up, do you? When you consider the facts, it's hard to imagine that Mr. Armstrong isn't involved in this at all. Like the master biting the paw of the dog that it feeds. I feel like that's the wrong way around, Maggie. Are you sure about this, Mr. Wright? Well, the old man said as much when we spoke with him earlier. I don't know. The things that man says don't add up for some reason, sir. Maggie looks like she's trying to figure something out. Maybe we should ask Maggie exactly what she knows about old Seedy. Yes, let's. What do you know about the old man? I feel much better after the trial this morning. I've been a bit of a courtroom proceedings addict for years now. It feels like forever since I saw a witness as slippery as that old man. He's not really that bad of an old man, though. Still, I feel a bit uneasy. Huh? I thought you said you felt much better. Maggie? If there's something on your mind, you've got to tell us. Especially if it has anything to do with Mr. Kudo or his testimony. Roger, I'll spill it all and see what you make of it. Is there anything about Mr. Kudo's testimony that stood out as odd to you? Actually, yes. The fact that he was even testifying to begin with doesn't quite what? Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table, it's true there was another customer in the restaurant. Yeah, we know that already. It was Victor Kudo. But I can't really say it was an old man. Okay, then how about calling him a really old middle-aged man? No, age isn't the issue. The other customer was a woman. A woman? Are you sure, Maggie? Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. So, what did this woman look like? She was sort of creepy. And she had a kind of cackling laugh. Well, we've met that witch. Creepy. Cackling? Why did I get the feeling I've come across a woman like that recently? Yeah, Maggie? Was it this lady? I know I used to be on the police force, sir, but I'm incarcerated now, so I can't use my connections to help you. All I can tell you about now is info on ex-cons or the clientele of Tribulations, sir. Oh, don't let it get you down, Maggie. Well, I was asking you about that. Oh well, never mind. Alright, Maggie, so the CD. Really? You can't tell me about the CD! Alright, Maggie. How about some food? Oh yeah, I've got something you're going to love. Really? What is it? A lunchbox, just for you. Here. Oh, a lunchbox! Weenies too! I can't believe it! Thank you, sir! Did you make this just for me, Mr. Wright? It was Detective Gumshoe. Who else would make such a nice lunchbox for you? Detective Gumshoe? He's really worried about you. Looks like he puts in a lot of effort into making this too. I can't accept it. Detention center rules. No gifts allowed, sir. Hey, come on, Maggie. Don't be like that. The rules are the rules. They'll lock you up if you break them. Somehow, when an ex-cop turned waitress says that, it seems a whole lot scarier. And anyway, I hate weenies! Oh, really? It's all yours, Maya. You can enjoy it with Mr. Wright. But... She's right, it's better than letting it go to waste. But I guess so. Gumshoe's lunchbox, eaten with Maya. Well, how was it? That hit the spot. I love weenies. Oh, good. I'm glad I gave it to you then, sir. Oh, Maggie. Is there anything else I need to show Maggie? Anything new that I need to show Maggie? Not sure. I may be back later, Maggie. Do we report back to Gumshoe? Yes. January 7th, Police Station Criminal Affairs Department. The main server just went up in smoke! Why the heck isn't the press conference set up yet? The superintendent's here already! Yeah, and there's the problem with the internet too. I already told you to stop using your computer, Chief! But I'm watching videos online! I'm catching up on my Asian soap operas! It's gonna have to wait, Chief! I'm throwing the switch! No! Just when some young guy was... some young guy! Was about to confess to his son's hot-to-trot girlfriend! Wow, this place is really buzzing! Something must be going down, something really big. Huh? What are you doing here, pal? Detective Gumshoe! You can't be here right now. You'll be roped into the briefing if you stay. Huh? We got big problems here today. Why? What's going on? Also... they can rope civilians into the police briefing? Also, why wouldn't we want to be roped into the police briefing? We'd get information, right? It's a virus! A virus! A virus? Yeah, right, Drag? Ah, you mean we get information? It might not be relevant, it's probably relevant. There's a virus ripping through the precinct's computer system! I really need to ask you some questions. Okay, I'm only gonna say this once, so listen up. Yes? No matter how poor you get, never borrow money from a place like this, yeah? Okay. If you got money trouble, just go on a diet of instant noodles and hang in there. Ah, the gumshoe method. Good gumshoe. Good gumshoe. Good boy. Good boy not getting roped into loan sharks. Good boy. We're not thinking about borrowing money, detective. We want information. Oh, is that all? Well, let's see. Tender lender is considered to be even fishier than the average illegal loan shark. Oh, well, that's bad then. And it seems it ran into trouble just recently. Those guys have been pretty heavy-handed, calling in all their debts. Really? Don't go poking your nose around in their business, pal. You'll really regret it if you upset that lady. Alright, I get the picture. Hey, wait a minute. What did he just say? That lady? Who's this lady he's talking about, Nick? We'd better find out what the story is with this lady. Is it this lady? That's the girl that works over at Tender Lender. You want to stay away from her, okay? I mean it. She does look kind of unforgiving, doesn't she? That should be the least of your worries, pal. What's that supposed to mean? What could be worse? Her name's Viola Cadaverini. Cadaverini. I'm not loving the fact that cadaver is in that name. So yes, she is a cadaver. Did the tiger crash into her car? She's the only granddaughter of Bruto Cadaverini. Cadaverini. Yeah. Bruto Cadaverini? Do you know who that is, Nick? Never heard of him. Bruto Cadaverini is the boss of the Cadaverini family. The Cadaverinis. That's one scary sounding name. We can't touch them. They're way too powerful for the police. But you're thinking of taking them on, aren't you? No, I don't remember ever saying I was going to. I better get some more info out of Gumshoe about this family. Sure if I really want to get involved in this, but who are the Cadaverinis? Who are they? Scary bunch of people, that's who. You're a cop and you're scared. What's that about? Trust me, it doesn't matter if you're a kid or a cop. These guys are scary. I got some serious clout in the criminal underworld. I can't touch them. We got too much moolah. Moolah, as in... they pretty much control all the cash on the city's black market. Black market, huh? That includes Tender Lender, I take it. Sure, no one stands up to Bruto Cadaverini, and I mean no one. Interesting. So, Viola's the granddaughter of some mafia boss then? Yeah, and everyone knows how much Bruto loves his little girl. She means everything to him. So, how did she end up at Tender Lender? I don't know, pal. But I heard she and the boss of Tender Lender are pretty tight. Tight? That's what it said in a file I read relating to Maggie's case. Sounds like a pretty important clue. Also sounds like one that's going to get us through a lock. So, what exactly is a computer virus, Detective Gumshoe? Ah, this from the girl who claimed she knew all about high-tech stuff. I don't know. What? Look, I'll just go with the flow, alright, pal? And here I thought detectives were supposed to be somewhat knowledgeable. What's with that face, pal? You think you know what a virus is? Well, Nick, do you? A computer virus? Sure, I mean, only in simple terms, of course. Really? Wow, you know everything, Professor Nick. Yeah, I'm gonna call you Dr. Wright from now on. Hey, that sounds pretty cool. Don't you agree, Dr. Wright? Why do I get the feeling they're making fun of me? Okay, fine. I'm no expert, but I can at least explain the basics to the two of you. A virus is a program that gets inside a computer and causes damage. Damage? You mean it makes the machine go boom and explode? Not always, but... No, the damage is, well, it's all internal. So the inside goes boom, right? Imagine all the case data you've got stored on your PCs here in the station. A virus could wipe out all that. The kind of damage I'm talking about. Oh, that's scary! Yeah, and what's even more scary is that viruses are infectious. Infectious? Most computers are connected together on a network, right? A virus can move from one machine to another over the network. So the virus just keeps spreading faster and faster. Just like a real virus, huh? But Nick, why would anyone want to make a program like that? That's because there are some mean people out there, Maya. Yeah, it takes ages to type in all that data. Why would you want to destroy it, pal? No, people don't infect their own machines. They send the virus to someone else's. What? That's horrible! Oh, I get it. It's like you sneezing on Mr. Godo so he catches a cold. That would be biological warfare, I'm sure, but yes. Right! Then he wouldn't be able to turn up in court because he'd be too sick. You really shouldn't do stuff like that, Nick. It's wrong. Who? What? Where? Why did the conversation jump to talking about me? Anyway, that's what a computer virus is. A bad program that causes damage. And all the different viruses have names, right? And then we get Edgeworth back. Yes! Yes, let's sneeze on Godo and make him too ill so that Edgeworth has to come back. Kind of feel like I've heard the name of the virus we caught somewhere before. The name of the virus, huh? I've heard of bit before too. Oh, that's what MC Bomber is, isn't it? It's a computer virus, and it's on this CD right here. Detective Gumshoe, about this. What? I'm trying to concentrate on Maggie and the virus right now, so yeah! This is it! This stupid name! I remember now. I thought so. Here it comes. Don't just nod to yourself and keep me in the dark, Nick. What's going on? It's okay, Maya. You don't have to cry about it. The name scribbled on that sports paper and written on that CD. That's the name of the virus. MC Bomber. What? Yeah, the virus that's just infected every computer in the station, pal. It's MC Bomber. So... theory. Our victim, Glenn Elk, a programmer, I assume that MC Bomber is his work. I also assume that he owes a significant amount of money to the Tiger. I assume that he was attempting to use MC Bomber to pay off his debt without using actual money. And that's why there were numbers scribbled next to the name of it in the sports paper. Because he was sort of trying to hash out how much it would be worth. Now the problem here is that the Tiger doesn't know shit about this, given that he was trying to play it in a CD player. So I guess he probably thought that the guy was being... like the guy was trying to pull one over on him or something. And so he poisoned him instead? I don't know. Can you give us any more details, please? We already knew about the MC Bomber virus from a while back. A group of criminals issued a series of demands to the head honchos of law enforcement. They've threatened to release the virus if their demands weren't met. Who are they? I don't know. Some hotshots from the criminal underworld would be my guess. And now the virus has been released, huh? Yeah, it's in every computer in every public office in the city. Everyone's going nuts. They're hopping around like they're dancing at a carnival. All this stuff with criminals and viruses. It almost feels like we're in a sci-fi movie. Apparently, the programmer who made the virus was a real genius or something. Focus right now is on tracing the root of this virus on the black market. You mean someone put this virus up for sale? Yeah, and because this one's so powerful, they're estimating its price tag was in the millions of dollars, pal. In the millions? The virus can be worth that much? MC Bomber updated in the court record. Contains a computer virus program. Yeah, I can't believe it! I almost forgot the most important thing. And that is... you know, the lunchbox! How did everything go? Lunchbox? You remember the weenies? I hate weenies! Oh, yeah, those weenies. So, How did my weenies taste when they went down the hatch? Huh? Well, it was delicious. Yeah? That's what she said? Really? Well, not exactly. Don't worry about it, pal. I figured something had happened, so I came prepared. Prepared? What do you mean? I made a jumbo lunchbox. Ooh. Do me a favour again, pal, and deliver this. This sure is a heavy burden. In more ways than one. I can just imagine Maggie's little eyes sparkling with joy when you bring her that. Weenies again, Nick. Tell me we don't have to eat all these too. Maya overfaced with food. Gumshoe's lunchbox given to Maya. Again. I really can't eat anymore. Hey, Maggie! Oh, she's not here. Right, do we have enough to get through the Cyclops over here now?
Take that!
Okay, Did his troubles have something to do with an awful lot of betting on the horses? And equally with an awful lot of playing the lottery. And did it have something to do with the tiger?
Take that!
Okay, this is where we were up to. It's time to introduce you to the tiger.
Take that!
Furio Tigre, aka the Tiger, is the boss of a loan office called Tender Lender. This is who Mr. Elg met with on the day of his murder. And the only thing a loan shark would talk with him about would be his debt. No! It's true that Glenn had racked up quite a bit of debt from his gambling habits. About $100,000, I think. $100,000? Ouch! Yeah, that's a gambling addiction. Never go into debt to bet. There's a reason they won't let you buy lottery tickets with a credit card. And actually, it has nothing to do with the fact that you shouldn't get yourself into debt over gambling, but, shh. But I heard he won the lottery, so he should have been in the clear. Shame Maggie couldn't get a bit of that good luck. Okay. So the guy got lucky and won the lottery. But what if he hadn't won? What was his plan then? Well, this isn't easy to say, but he said he would use his talents to repay the money. His talents. Alright, so I'm right then. He wrote a virus. I suspect he was talking about programming. What computer program is worth $100,000? you good people should leave so I can get back to my work. I'm so close to cracking her. The program in question, was it by any chance... this?
Take that!
Well, this is it, isn't it? This is the virus that's infecting computers worldwide as we speak. MC Bomber. No! Hey, we made it. Glenn's head had more processing power than any computer, but it had already been infected with a gambling virus. Glenn was in too deep. You mean he was in debt? Yes, $100,000 in debt. Not an easy amount to repay. So, he said he was taking on some extra work. Something a bit risky. Risky? How? Maybe he was going to become a waitress at Tribulations. Where do you come up with these ideas? Yes, Glenn was in fact a genius of a programmer. So it's safe to say that Mr. Elg was the creator of this virus, huh? The MC Bomber virus, yes. It was a work of genius. In a bad sort of way, of course, but still genius. Something like that would probably fetch several $1 million on the black market. Inconceivable. Gumshoe was right for a change? This date, December 3rd, that is marked in his calendar, that was his deadline for repaying his debts. MC Bomber updated in the court record, potentially worth millions of dollars. I guess we won't be needing these horse racing tickets anymore. Glenn Elg's losing horse racing tickets thrown back on the floor. Use the trash can, Nick! Okay, we can't... There's no more talks. What happens if I present the MC Bomber? Nothing. Maybe that's everything that we can do here. We do have some locks to open back at Tenderlander.
Take that!
Did the injury have something to do with color revival? Your relationship with the Cadaverinis is very strong because you are one.
Take that!
I know exactly who you are, Viola Cadaverini. You sustained that injury in a traffic accident, didn't you? It happened about 4 months ago. I was driving in one of our family's cars when someone pulled out in front of me. It was a motorbike or something like that. I don't remember it much. Anyway, I swerved to try to avoid it, but... I took a blow to the head. A bad one. Yeah, I can imagine. So what happened to the person on the bike? I'm guessing they didn't get away with injuring the Viola Cadaverini, right? I don't know what happened to them. said. Wait, so she doesn't know who she ran into? Ran away? If they'd stayed, I'd have... he. Is it possible? Could the person who committed the hit and run have been...
Take that!
It was this man, wasn't it? He was the cause of your accident? It wasn't Don Tigra. I refuse to believe it. We collided. The motorbike and my car. But Don Tigra isn't injured at all, is he? It was the tiger who caused Viola to crash, I can feel it. Plus, one of her locks just broke, so she must suspect it was him too. I'm sorry, Miss Cadaverini. But that's proof that the tiger was involved in a traffic accident on his bike.
Take that!
It's not exactly a motorbike, but Mr. Tigra rides around on a scooter, doesn't he? And you'll notice that the front wheel guard is badly damaged. Ms. Cadaverini? You know the truth, don't you? He. This repair bill was paid by Furio Tigra. The Cadaverinis have known for ages who caused the accident, haven't they? It's possible, perhaps. Somewhere inside me, I know that may be true. I knew it. But Don Tigra still saved my life. The operation was very complicated. It was very, very expensive. How much are we talking? Very, very, very expensive. She seems kind of hesitant about giving me an actual figure. I should back off. Well, this'll be why they were calling in all their debts, huh? Well, anyway, it was the tiger who paid for it, right? After I recovered, Don Tigra told me. He said he paid for the operation because he cared about me. I believe him. Really? But do you honestly believe that to be true? Do you want to know what I think? I think the reason he paid for the operation wasn't because of you, but someone else. Your very, very scary grandfather.
Take that!
Perhaps I shouldn't be saying this, but your grandfather, Bruto Cadaverini, controls a lot of dubious cash, right? And you are his beloved pride and joy. Sure, I don't know exactly how much the operation cost, but if you weren't the granddaughter of Mr. Cadaverini, do you think Mr. Tigra would have paid the money? $1 million. Months ago, I was in a traffic accident. That's why I needed the operation. When I woke up, they told me it was nothing serious. A simple procedure. Oh, really? Well, I guess if she recovered in 4 months, it couldn't have been too big. They said the operation cost $1 million. $1 million? My grandfather ordered Don Tigra to pay $1 million in compensation. Compensation, huh? It's underworld lingo for paying money to settle a score. Basically, pay or get into some serious trouble. But $1 million? This has to be related to our poisoning case somehow. I wanted to believe him. I wanted to trust what Don Tigris said. He said it had nothing to do with my grandfather being Bruto Cadaverini. I wanted to believe he helped me because he cared about me, not about my grandfather. But I knew that wasn't really true. Wow, I'm so sorry. What he did to get the money it was evil. He said it was all for me, so I helped him. You helped him? In what way? Here, take these. What are these? Medical papers? I'm Bruto Cadaverini's granddaughter. He had to pay compensation. He was made an offer he simply couldn't refuse. Viola's medical papers added to the court record. A $1 million bill for cranial surgery. Payment was due last year. Oh yeah, I was like, wait, wasn't this 4 months ago? But then I remembered, this is January. Oh, wow, I feel so bad for Viola. It's inexcusable. Huh? There are two things that I consider inexcusable. Poisoning and betrayal. Only a coward would hurt people using either of these tactics. So Mr. Wright, you're okay with other methods? Is everything all right, Nick? We should get going. Right after we finish our espresso. Yeah. I won't need to convince Viola of anything else, so I guess I can get rid of this. Repair bill thrown in the trash. Okay, so we've dealt with those locks. We've dealt with those locks. What are we doing now? Ooh, I guess we should go... Can we go talk to... Aha! January 7th, très bien. Oh, bonjour! I have been waiting for you to return. Mr. Armstrong. Good timing. I was hoping to find you here. We'd like to ask you a few questions. Well, he hasn't got anything to say to yous fellas. Mr. Tiger. It's Zinny up! Who are you calling Zinny up? Come up from under the table already, Maya. Okay, hand it over. What? You just want to play games with me? I don't recommend that. The medical papers now. I think he wants Viola Cadaverini's papers back. You mean this? The $1 million medical papers? Miss Cadaverini trusted you. That's why she said that she helped you. Forget about it! That girl's dumber than an eggplant! You just want to know what's sad? I'll tell you what's sad. And it ain't only her face. She thinks that she's got power because she's Bruto's little girl. Now that's sad. I can't let you have these papers. Tomorrow in court, I'm going to expose what you did to get the $1 million you used to pay this off. Are you crazy or something? I don't care if you want to give it to me or not. There's 2 of us here. You got that? 2. Actually there's 4 people here, but... Oh, wait, is he implying... Mr. Armstrong, really? Oui. Oui. Mr. Armstrong? Forgive me. Désolé, I cannot argue with him. Oh. Yeah. That really hurts. Is that all you've got? I'll be taking those papers now. Armstrong, get that lighter. Wait. Don't take it too hard, Phoenix Wright. It was so stupid. I shouldn't have let my guard down. Those medical papers were vital evidence. Hold it, pal! Hey! Detective Gumshoe! Here to save us from being murdered by the Mafia a second time! You're good at this, Gumshoe! Detective? You think you're gonna stop me, copper? Beat it! Gah! If there's one thing you can rely on Gumshoe to do, it's save us from getting murdered by criminals. Whoa, come on! Come on, Gumshoe, keep it together! You guys, get out of here! Leave this guy to me! But... Go, pal, and take this! If you get hurt, who's gonna look after Maggie, huh? Alright, thanks, Gumshoe. Wait, Nick, don't leave me behind! I'll get even with that guy tomorrow, in court. Tender Lender is going down. Yeah, Gumshoe is good at turning up at exactly the right time to save people. That's something he's definitely good at. January 8th, 9:46 AM. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Good morning, Mr. Wright. Good morning, Maggie. So, what do you think is going to happen today, sir? Yesterday's session didn't go so well and ended on a giant mystery. That's true. And we still haven't solved a single part of it yet. Are you okay, Nick? Huh? Oh, yeah, of course. I saw that! That little flash of doubt in your eyes! No, that wasn't doubt, that was, determination. Why don't I believe you? It's nearly time, Maggie. You'd better get going to the defendant's seat. Roger, don't let me down, Mr. Wright. I'm counting on you. Hey, pal! Hey, Detective Gumshoe, you're alive. Quit stressing Maggie out. She doesn't need that. How did you know she was stressed? I was watching through the doorway. Oh. You look like you lost the case already. Show a bit of confidence, will you, pal? Here, maybe this'll help. Huh? Have you taken up aromatherapy too? Not in a million years, pal. Don't tell me you don't remember this thing. Is that the poison? Come to think of it, it doesn't look like one of those aromatherapy bottles. Oh, it's the poison that was in the aromatherapy oil box, right? This is the small bottle that turned up in Trebian's kitchen a couple of days ago. Wow, look at all these little bottles. Oh, they're aromatherapy oils. He's got so many, they're overflowing onto the floor. Hey, wait a minute! There's one bottle that's different from all the others. What do you know? And it doesn't have a label either. And it doesn't smell. We finally got the analysis results back from the lab. So, what is it? Is it the poison? I'm afraid not, pal. It's medication. Oh, so this is his medication, is it? Medication? Yeah, for ears. Topical use only, apparently. But ears, you mean... Yeah, it's the medication Glenn Elg was using for his ruptured eardrum. What was Glenn Elg's ear medicine doing in the kitchen? Well, Phoenix, remember the chef is a thief? Small bottle refiled into the court record. The victim's ear medicine, found covered in unidentified fingerprints in the kitchen. What about the unidentified fingerprints? Anything on that? Someone screwed up, so they only had time to analyse the contents of the bottle. Another hour and they might have gotten something on the prints, but... That's going to weaken its impact as a piece of evidence. Okay, pal, this is it. Make sure your defence is impregnable today, got it? Today's trial. I'm gonna expose that guy for what he's done, or my name isn't Phoenix Wright. January 8th. 10 AM, District Courts, Courtroom number 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Ready and waiting as always, Your Honor. Very good. Then we'll get underway at once. Yesterday we heard the testimony of Mr. Victor Kuna. He claims to have witnessed the defendant putting a powder in the victim's coffee. However, the witness's testimony was plagued with a number of problems. The mark on the rim of the cup shows that the victim drank from it with his right hand. But according to the old man's testimony, he picked it up with his left hand. Thank you, Mr. Godo. Furthermore, according to the witness's account, the victim was listening to the radio with an earpiece in his left ear. Yet, the victim's left eardrum was ruptured, which made him effectively deaf in that ear. It's amazing how many contradictions a single case can have, huh, Nick? Allow me to enlighten you, Your Honor. The world, you see, keeps turning. We must turn with it. You've lost me already, Mr. Godo. Don't let the mysteries of yesterday mystify you today. Only losers think like that. You've got to change with the times. That's one of my rules. You implying that you've resolved these contradictions? You know the answers to these riddles? The old guy wasn't just throwing seed in here, he was throwing us off the scent. And today, I'll prove it. Very well. Let the first witness take the stand. Ah, Mr. Armstrong. Judge, that man beat me up yesterday. And you are... Oh, bonjour, everyone! I am Jean Armstrong, the owner and head chef of Le Tribulations restaurant. Enchanté! Forgive me for asking, witness, but are you a woman? Oh la la, monsieur, as you can see, I am le petit perky gentleman, no? On the day of the incident, you were in Tribulations' kitchen. Isn't that right? With you, monsieur. Everything feels right. Oh, coffee number 2! Wow, he's totally unfazed. Doesn't anything intimidate this guy? Yep, Phoenix agrees with you, Drag. Godo's just like, yep, carry on. Very well. Your testimony, please, witness. Please tell the court what happened that day at Tribia. Oui, volontiers. At Tribia. When it all happened, there were just 2 customers in my restaurant. I remember I was experimenting with some new decor that day. Some new art decor that day. Like having a large mirror between the tables, for example. Really? Really? That's what you're going with? There was a giant mirror and therefore he saw it the wrong way around? Yeah, no! Oui, perhaps that is what the old man was looking at. La cup, la earpiece, and the glasses. He would have seen everything in reverse, no? it's a real pity that this doesn't actually show us which side his earpiece was on. Darn it. But I mean, according to this picture that we have, his HMD is on this side, which is the same side that the CEO was wearing. It's absolutely not a robot. Oh dear. Mirror? Oui, un grand mirror. La most enormous mirror. And suddenly, the mystery disappears. Yeah, right? You'd think that the HMDs would be designed a very specific way around, right? Like I said, the world keeps turning, so roll with it. That would explain the coffee cup and the earpiece conundrum. The mirror would have made everything appear back to front. What the heck? It's way too early in the morning for this to be happening to me. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Okay, he hasn't actually expounded on this, so... And who were the two customers exactly? Now, of course, the young man who died, and the other not-so-young man. You are referring to yesterday's witness, I presume. What about the other man Maggie says she saw at the table? And what about the lady she said she saw? Something tells me Mr. Armstrong isn't planning to disclose his existence. We need some hard evidence first before we can bring him up, don't we? I guess we'll just have to try a different approach for the time being. You were experimenting with Art Deco. How come I never heard about that before today? You are not familiar with the language of interior design, monsieur? Please stay on topic. Now, why didn't you tell the court about this before? But I did just a few moments ago. Excuse me, Mr. Armstrong. This deco you mentioned, are you referring to some sort of decoction? What on earth is that? No, Art Deco, it's a style of design, Your Honor. He's talking about interior design. Walls, ceilings, carpets, that kind of thing. Yeah, what even is that word the judge just used? Concentrated liquor, apparently. Also a very, very old word. Yes, of course. That deco. I was trying to achieve a more feminine look for my restaurant. I was planning the most bold remodeling of le decor. on earth would like to eat in a place where you can see your own reflection directly across from you?
Hold it!
How big of a mirror are we talking about here? Oh, something about 4 meters wide and, about 2 meters high. That's going to be an expensive-ass mirror as well. Let's see, if 1 meter is about 1 yard, holy glass in a frame, that's huge. I was intending to install it on the ceiling eventually. Nope, 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 I do not want to eat somewhere where the ceiling is a mirror. There's only one possible worse place to put a mirror, and that's the floor. The ceiling? Is there a mirror on the ceiling? I don't remember. Mais non, but I decided not to go through with it in the end. What should I do? Should I ask him more about the mirror or not? Press harder. If you really had such a large mirror in the restaurant, someone would have noticed it. But there's nothing about a mirror in Mr. Kudo or Maggie Bird's testimonies. But...
Objection!
You didn't ask, Trite. You only have yourself to blame for such sloppy work. What? A mirror was delivered to Tribulations the day before the incident. Really? As Mr. Armstrong testified, he was carrying out some design changes. And as it turned out, he didn't actually use the mirror in the end. This just doesn't add up. Even if a mirror was delivered to Tribulations, it doesn't prove that it was in the restaurant on the day of the crime. If you want to doubt someone, try it. Look in the mirror. I'm sure the person looking back at you will be dubious enough. Alright, see ya, Drag. So the witness yesterday had seen the victim reflected in a mirror.
Hold it!
Normally, I'd expect people to know the difference between a reflection and a real object.
Objection!
Normally. How does normality come into this? That's lame, Trap. Even for you. Huh? Are you trying to say that if something isn't normal, it isn't possible? Is that it? Where does that leave the porky-headed lawyer and the top-knot chick over there? And the ungodly cool guy with the mask over here? Well, try it. Oh, so he accepts he isn't normal. Also, that's not how I would describe you, Godo. I would describe you as a strange guy fueled with coffee, but... Yeah, not there, not my hair. The top knot. Mr. Godo is correct. A lack of normality is no basis for discounting an argument. Bien, logique as one la day. Should it be bothering me as much as it is that it's always la? Why is it always la? It shouldn't always be la, right? What? Why is it always that? Everything? He would have seen everything in reverse. Wee! Hey, Nick! We should take a second and think about what old CD said in his testimony. How did he phrase it again? The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. No question, you can look me up if you're wrong. It was his left ear without a doubt. Then he used the same hand to pick up the cup. His left hand. If he saw everything he described reflected in a mirror, then everything he said he saw on the left was actually on the right, huh? And that clears up all the problems with his testimony, I guess, or does it? It's kind of hard to believe everything's the fault of a mirror, but... Do you think old CD saw everything through a reflection? If he did, it would explain all the contradictions in his testimony. But that just makes the situation worse for Maggie. There's gotta be something in that old man's testimony, we just gotta dig deeper. Okay. We need a way to point out that the earpiece couldn't have been on that side. So. No! That's not the button that I meant to press! That's not the button that I meant to press! Did I just present my own, badge? Wait. Profiles was the button I was going for. Like, can I just present this, I guess? I guess it does say it's being over the left eye, so... Yeah, there we go. That's what I was aiming for. And I missed the button. The coffee cup, the earpiece, and the HMD. Let's think back over Mr. Kudo's testimony for a second, shall we? The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. No question, you can look me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear without a doubt. So, to summarize... We were told both the HMD and the earpiece were on the victim's left side. Now, if Mr. Kudo saw all that as a reflection in a mirror, it means both the HMD and the earpiece were actually on the victim's right side. Exactement! You see, monsieur? Now that you think about it, it's not so hard, no? Unfortunately, that's where we run into a monumental contradiction with the facts. If Mr. Kudo really did see everything in a mirror, why the HMD is now on the wrong side of his head? Order! Order! Mr. Wright is correct! If the witness genuinely observed the victim reflected in a mirror, then we would expect the victim's eyepiece to have been over his right eye.
Objection!
Oop, copy number 3. Now, bitter. Try it. You should have a taste of this bitterness. It'll calm you down in no time. Are we talking about your coffee? Or something completely different? You don't understand the way the witness thinks. Oh, really? Godo! Godo, are you gonna tell me that he was talking about on his left and his right and not the person's left and right? But that's still... You remember this, I presume. The I broke the vase, sorry, apology, I mean, Mr. Kudo's sworn testimony? Exactly. The old man has one very grievous habit, other than throwing seeds. The more of an impression something makes, the more muddled his mind makes it. And what's the most striking thing about Mr. Elg? Clearly, it's the victim's eyepiece. And that's my point. The old man strikes again. Mr. Elg's HMD made a big impression on the old man. Oop, coffee for. I saw the earpiece and those newfangled spectacles he was wearing. Oh yes, they were both on his left ear, do you hear? His left ear. Heh. Well tried. That's the worst, but best impression of Kudo ever. Wow, I really thought he was old seedy for a minute there. Kudo's good. Enough! I must agree that yesterday's witness was irresponsibly rash in much of his testimony. Had luck, Nick. Looks like the boil of a contradiction you found is just a rash. A mirror can't be beaten by a handful of seeds, nor can it lie. So, what exactly was the old man looking at? Fill us in, Mr. Armstrong. Go on, tell the card. We're all ears. Oh oui, I can explain, please. If you will look at the plans of the restaurant. Alors, is everyone sitting comfortably? La mirror, it was in the middle of the restaurant, dividing the two halves. That's a stupid place to put a mirror! I thought we'd decided that the old man was sitting over here. You're going to imply that he was sitting there? And looking at the guy round the bloody corner? There is only one seat from which you could have seen an image of the victim. That was the seat at the table next to the victims. That was where the old man was sitting. After a terrible incident occurred, I moved the mirror so it was not in the way. It was in the way to start with! Why was it in the way? Why would you put that there? But naturally, I did not touch anything else. I see no problems with the explanation we've just heard. Do you not? Do you not? Because I see a really big problem with that. And that's the reason we have the I knocked over the vase, sorry, thing still in our evidence, because that vase is not knocked over. I see no problems with the explanation we've just heard. From the table next to the victims, Mr. Kudo could have seen the victim in the mirror. What a naughty little coquette I am, confusing all the men like this. Don't worry about it. We can keep up, except for the guy breaking out in a cold sweat over there again. Yeah, I hate that guy. You said you didn't touch anything else apart from the mirror. Are you quite sure about that? Well, yes, of course. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you please. From which he has seen the image of the victim. That was the seat next to him. That was where the old man was sitting. No, he fucking wasn't. Wait, I need two things here. I need the picture that indicates that the vase was up. And... Hello, Drag. Where I am currently is... Okay, I'm going to just show you because you messed up. So, Mr. Armstrong is saying that the mirror was fucking here. In the middle of the restaurant, in a really stupid place to put a mirror. So he's claiming that the old man was sat over here and therefore seeing the dead guy in the reflection like so. Whereas, we have the picture of the crime scene that was taken from the kitchen, where we can clearly see that at the table that he's claiming the old man was sitting, the vase has not been knocked over. But of course we have the note from the old man that says, I broke the vase at my seat, I'm sorry. So the thing is, do I need to present the picture or do I need to present the testimony? I mean, probably the picture, because we need to indicate that first, right? Yeah. The picture. We'll go with the picture. This piece of evidence contradicts with the testimony we've heard, Your Honor. A crime photo? Yes, this photo clearly shows something that theoretically should not exist. What on earth do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? Should not exist. Sounds like you're describing yourself. Try it. Now then, if the defense would please clarify its statement. What is the something that should not exist in this photo? Here. I think it's pretty obvious that this is what should not be in the picture. The vase? What possible connection does that have with this witness's testimony? Your Honor, I'm telling you that there should have been no vase on this table. Because it very clearly contradicts with this piece of evidence. I broke the vase, sorry. There is one thing that was clearly demonstrated by yesterday's testimony. Mr. Kudo broke the vase that was on the table where he was sitting. And yet, as the court can see, there is an unbroken vase on the table next to the victim. Why? Because Mr. Kudo was not in fact sitting at the table next to the victim at all. Well, he was sitting at the table next to the victim, but on the other side.
Objection!
Don't be an idiot, try it. That's impossible. That seat's the only one Kudo could have seen the victim's reflection from. Exactly. There's only one conclusion we can draw from this contradiction. There wasn't a fucking mirror in the middle of the fucking restaurant. There was no mirror at Tribulations that day. Your testimony, Mr. Armstrong, is an elaborate lie. Mon Dieu!
Objection.
Don't try to confuse the court, Trat. Obviously the witness cleaned up the vase, while the police were taking their time getting to the crime scene. Unfortunately, Mr. Godo, that doesn't quite work for me. Mr. Armstrong already testified to the contrary. In his own words, I did not touch anything else except the mirror. Yeah. Yeah. Well, witness, what do you have to say for yourself? I was right. There was no mirror in the restaurant that day. In light of this revelation, we return back to the original problem. Why did the victim have an earpiece in an ear in which he couldn't hear? You only get one shot in life. There's no turning back. If you want to claim that the mirror wasn't there, right, then this problem is all yours. How do you explain what the old man saw? If I can answer this, then I'll be that much closer to the truth. I can feel it. Are you going to be okay? Can you really solve this contradiction, Nick? There's more than just this one contradiction, Maya. What do you mean? Remember what Maggie told us? There was another man at the victim's table. And there was a sample CD on the victim's table. It all flies in the face of Mr. Kudo's testimony. And I think I know the reason why nothing in this case is adding up. Wait a second. Wait a second. Theory. Our victim died before Mr. Kudo got to the restaurant. That's the only way it makes sense. That's the only way it makes sense. So, the victim was talking to the tiger, and the tiger put something in his coffee that either knocked him out or killed him. One of these things. That's what Maggie saw, and it was after that that she got knocked out. And the very scary lady got dressed up in the waitress outfit and was the waitress that Mr. Kudo saw. Mr. Kudo didn't see the other guy because the other guy was gone by that point. And maybe, I think they sort of set up the body. Or something. So it was sort of, I guess, sort of lead. I don't know how that works though. Does that even work actually? But it does make sense for there having been basically two murders seen. Actually, maybe the stuff the tiger put in his coffee didn't actually do anything. Or, I don't know. I'm throwing shit at the walls at the moment. I think I know the reason why nothing in this case is adding up. Well, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Yes, Your Honor. The reason behind all the contradictions in Mr. Kudo's testimony is simple. Ah, right. Yes. The victim that was seen wasn't the real victim. Yeah. Yes, so the victim died after Maggie saw the stuff get put in his coffee. And the victim that died when Mr. Kudo was there was someone else dressed up as the guy. And that's the reason that they sent Mr. Kudo away to call the police, so that they could reset it with the real body. Yeah. Someone dressed as him, that's what I'm missing. The victim was a phony. This case is riddled with contradictions. Yet there's one very simple answer that clears them all up. And what is that? The incident Mr. Kudo witnessed and the incident the victim experienced were two completely different events. What? Yes, the victim that Mr. Kudo saw wasn't Mr. Glen Elg at all. It was an imposter, a phony pretending to be Mr. Elg. Obviously, unlike the victim, there was nothing wrong with the imposter's left eardrum. That's how he ended up wearing the earpiece in his left ear by mistake. Oh, copy number 5. I'm taking notes, Gerda. Order! Order in the court! Settle down or I'll clear the courtroom. Quiet, Gramps. Why don't you clear out of here, huh? What did you say? Try. Are you saying that what Mr. Kudo saw was a setup? Yes. Someone pretended to be Glen Elg and acted out the whole coffee poisoning. All for the express purpose of creating a witness out of one Mr. Victor Kudo.
Objection!
Get real, Trad! Why would anyone want to do that? Isn't it obvious? The thing Mr. Kudo was most insistent about in his testimony was... Serving girl brought him a Javachino, but she put something in it. That's the serving girl right there in the defendant's chair. I remember her well. It's so hard to believe, but... There was one, and only one reason to show Mr. Kudo this fake poisoning. To show Maggie Bird in the act of poisoning the coffee.
Objection!
Are you insinuating that the waitress in the old man's story was a fake as well? It's true that there were no other customers in the restaurant at the time, but... It's also true that the chef was there. He would have noticed what was happening. His lips wobbling so much. That's right. Well, witness. Someone's getting arrested. I believe the charge is perverting the course of justice. Or possibly... being an accessory to a crime? Or... I feel like there's another thing it could be. Your restaurant really was the scene of such theatrics. You would have known about it, correct? Oh, la la, this is most difficult for me.
Objection!
No, it's quite simple. All you have to do is testify. You are under oath, after all. Was there, in fact, a phony at Trivium that day? The defense demands that Mr. Armstrong tell the whole truth about what happened. The defense's request for additional testimony is accepted. You will accurately explain, in detail, the events in the restaurant that day. Oui. In the restaurant. But we will get to this testimony next time. We are going to finish up here for today. I'm pretty sure I know what's going on at this point. Hooray! So yeah, thank you very much for coming. It's been fun. If you're new here and you've enjoyed your time, please consider subscribing to the channel. You can also follow me on social media, which is linked in the description box. Next time will be next week, Drag. Don't worry about it. The streaming schedule for this channel goes up both over on social media and over here on YouTube in the post tab of the channel. This was the last scheduled stream of this week, so there will be a new schedule up shortly. At least tonight. The next stream will be tomorrow, Monday, 7 PM, which I believe... let me just check. But I think the new Twisted Wonderland event will have started. Let's just double check that. Yes! It will have done, so... Tomorrow is Twisted Wonderland for the first parts of the new Halloween event, and also pulling for Jack's birthday card. So, yeah. See you then. Or another time. Once again, thank you very much for coming. And this is Kalla signing out. See ya. Bye bye.